Hi all, so today I'm going to go through how many exercises should you be doing. The reason I've chosen to go through this video is because I know for a fact I used to do way too many during my sessions, and sometimes I do because I like to take time to warm up. It's my happy place. And so I'm not very much an in-out type of person unless I'm doing cardio. But it's a common mistake that some of us do make, which can lead to fatigue a lot quicker or needing potential rest more often. So it's one of the biggest mistakes really to do during your workouts when you're doing way too many exercises. If you all had to do, or if all you had to do was more exercises to see better progress, don't you think everyone would be doing that? If you focus on those that come in and do the workout, whether it's a push, pull, whether it's certain compound movements, etc., they might take their time, hang out a little bit, but in general, when they're on their workout, they're focused on it. And maybe if they're doing strength or powerlifting, then the rest periods give them that bit of leeway where you may be seeing them sat down or saying hi and bye and stuff to somebody during the rest period. It really is not about doing more exercises. It's about having the intelligently designed program where you can make the most of your programs and workouts. And this is also why I did a video on the sets that would be good and workouts that would be good to do if you're on limited time to still see results. And I'm soon to do a Q&A session where one of the questions I got was somebody who can only work out 3 or 4 times a week and still wanted to see results. And so I'll be addressing that as well. So do tune in, subscribe and tune in for that Q&A session that I'll be answering some questions. I've decided to take them and record them here on YouTube. And as we grow as a subscribing community, I'll be doing live Q&As, but happy to take your questions in the comment boxes as well. And if you wanted to work with me, all the details will be there. So just getting back to that, it's really about having a few good solid exercises and pushing yourself close to failure on them. I've noticed when people tend to prolong their workouts, they're not pushing themselves to failure. And I wasn't. I was in endurance hypertrophy for so long. I was doing that. But when I moved into, sometimes I do hypertrophy, sometimes I try to push some of the workouts to strength and progressive overloading, I found that I would fatigue a lot faster, which meant it was pushing me. And you see better results. More isn't better, better is better. So more isn't better, better is better. Instead of trying to pile on more exercises, sets, reps, just make the most of what you already have. Make sure you're on a good program. If you're working with a coach or online program, make sure that they know what they're doing for you to achieve your goals. And instead of, and learn to push yourself more. If you're with a coach, they will be doing that. So you just have to turn up and try to just do what they say till the point you can. Actually rest between your sets, so that you can do your next set to the most powerful you can. This is also a mistake I did, and it took a very long time, and still sometimes I find myself realizing I'm not resting. I've suddenly turned to do some ab crunches or something that's a lighter 15 rep set exercise that's not on the same muscle, but I need that rest because my next set is a heavy set. And so that was something that I was doing for a very long time, which was not benefiting me to learn to and adopt the growth of the muscle fibers by progressively overloading. If you want the guesswork taken out of your workouts, you can obviously contact me to work with me. You won't have to wonder what you're doing is right or what you're doing is not right. I also guide you on nutrition if you needed a nutrition plan, and also you'll find me making you accountable, but you'll love and hate me at the same time. In the moment, you might hate me, but you will love me most of the time. And what you have to spend time is coming up with the program and what you're doing on that day. Or if you came up and said, for example, you're a bit tired, but you wasn't sure how to tweak your program so that you still get the best out of your workout to see results and stay on track. You'll have it obviously all at your fingertips. So you can contact me about that. But if you're wondering what exercises you can do, we can look at what I wanted to run through is 3 main potential workout days: a lower body, or upper body, a full body. And I'm going to explain each one of those. And I've chosen 3 to keep it basic. But if you have additional days where you can work out, that is excellent, because you can then focus and add another session, maybe lower body, depending on what your goals are, and split the lower body as well. And also maybe on the 4th, instead of a full body, I'm going to go into this in the Q&A session, but instead of a full body, depending also whether we're looking at hypertrophy or endurance and when your rest day is, you will tweak that. So for example, for the lower body, I'm just taking these 3 as an example because it is the easiest for anyone to either adopt getting into fitness or adopt for a certain period of time if you feel life is weighing you down and time is of essence, etc., even if you've been a long fitness goer and so on. Lower, upper, full body. So let's take the lower body. You should be having anywhere between 4 to 6 exercises per workout. No, you don't have to have a quad day and a glute and a hamstring day, but if you're working out more during that week and our goal is, for example, one of those areas, if you're a female, you might want to grow your glutes, not only strengthen your glutes. And it is important to work on your glutes as males, but you're not necessarily going to have glute days alone. A sample of the lower body exercise of what I've done is, for example, a Bulgarian split squat, 3 times 5 to 8 sets, and then a supported single leg Romanian deadlift, again 3 sets, 6 to 10 reps. And for example, a hip thrust, which is 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. And then you can do more isolated exercises like a lying curl machine or a leg curl, depending what your gym has, 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps. And a leg extension machine, which is, you can go for about 2 sets again, 8 to 12 reps. It's important when you have lower sets and lower reps to make sure that you have the working amount of the weight at a very high weight, so you're actually pushing yourself. You're not going to do the same weight you would normally do at 15 reps just because I've said 2 sets. No, you're going to push through those isolated exercises even if they're only 2 sets, and possibly push through more because you've only got 2 sets. If you do these 5 exercises that I've mentioned, you're targeting all of your legs to keep them strong and balanced within each and every muscles. You're also doing compound movements for your overall strength of your body and using other muscles. Like I said, all of them should be super close to failure, and try that out. Maybe you might need some good luck walking the next day, but yeah, try it out. You'll feel the fatigue. Upper body, I would say usually about 6 to 10 exercises. There's going to be more isolated. We've got different muscle groups to target. You don't necessarily need a chest or a shoulder day or a back day. And you know, unless obviously you have the time to split them, you can do, but you can still see results from what I am mentioning, and don't forget we've got a key thing here of nutrition that helps us. Unless you're competing, of course, or you want to be Arnold, then you're going to be fine. Upper exercise is, for example, a dumbbell flat chest press, 3 sets, 5 to 7 reps. Look at the reps, they're quite low, so you need to go heavy. 1 arm dumbbell row, it's 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. And then a seated shoulder press, dumbbell, a seated dumbbell shoulder press, let's say, 3 sets again, about 5 to 8 reps, and a chest support wide row. And I would say 3 sets, going around 6 to 10 reps on that. And then a lat pull down machine, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. A dumbbell side lateral raise, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps on that. So for example, if you've done your lat pull down machine at 8 and you're going for your dumbbell side lateral raise, don't go for 8, go for more. Seated dumbbell bicep curl is 2 sets and it's 8 to 12 reps, and 1 arm dumbbell tricep extension, I'd go 2 sets again, 8 to 12 reps, very much the same. So that is an example of an upper body workout, and as you can see, we've got a bit more isolated exercises, but we've targeted every area of your upper body. I got lost there. Then the full body workout example is usually around 6 to 10 exercises. You might end up doing 12, but I'd say about 6 to 10 and probably closer to the 10 because you're hitting the entire body here. Therefore, there might be more exercises needed, but I'd say 12 is fine. I think, up to 10 is fine. I think 12 is a bit excessive, but if you've got the time, those last 2 could be more isolated. And an example would be, we go for a barbell back squat, 3 sets, 5 reps each, and then a 1 arm dumbbell row, 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. And then we'll go on to a barbell Romanian deadlift, 3 sets again, aiming for 6 to 8 reps. You can also then do a kneeling 1 arm shoulder press, and that can be 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. A barbell hip thrust for the next one, this would be your third sort of pair, but it's going to be your 5th exercise. Barbell hip thrust, 2 sets is fine, 6 to 8, 10 reps. 1 arm lat pull down, and that would be 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. A dumbbell skull crusher, which is for your triceps, 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And then a 1 arm side lateral raise, 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And that would have been 8 exercises. You've hit the whole body and the muscles that you need to keep strengthened, and you've balanced all the muscle groups. So they're just examples to help you sort of understand where I'm coming from, and you can use those. You don't need to just pile on more exercises to see results. You don't need more time. If you pick a few good solid exercises like the examples I gave you, put it together in an intelligent fashion in your program and then your workouts and your sessions, then you don't need the excessive amount of exercises or even excessive amount of reps for each exercise. Take what you have to a heavy load and super close to failure, and you'll see results a lot better than making your workouts prolonged and not pushing yourself to failure. Obviously, if you want to work with me, get an intelligently designed program, coaching, mentoring, whether it's online, it's probably going to be online because I know that a lot of you are not within the region I'm currently in or the regions I travel to. So we can do that, and I'll be happy to help you. If you've liked this video, if it's been helpful to you, please do let me know how. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up to let me know that I'm reaching you all, and it will help support the channel. Make sure anyone who's struggling with this actually gets to see some form of, it reaches them, it comes up in their algorithm. There's many of the channels that have been going for many years that have got, I don't know, 800, 900, 1 million, and are saying they're struggling with the algorithm. So you can only imagine my new channel, how it's probably struggling. And I'll see you in our next video, everyone. Take care of yourselves.